Hey guys, welcome back to Aftershocks Midweek Devo. Today we're continuing through our study of James. We come to James 4:13 through 17. As we come here today, there's a lot of stuff we're going to look at. But as I've been doing this, I've been watching Mark Hall on YouTube, and he goes through the James study, and we've taken some of our stuff, mixed in with his, and kind of got our own little flavor to it. But as I was watching him this week, he talks about some of the sayings that we've come up with as a church, that we've come up with as Christians. He says, they're not really in the Bible. He says they come from the book Second Opinions. But anyway, enough of that. But some of those sayings we hear them all the time. Cleanliness is next to godliness. And what else do we have there? The Lord helps those who help themselves, and things like that. Things that sound really good, that make us feel really good, right? But they're not really in the Bible. And there's another one of those today that we say a lot that actually is in the Bible, and that is, if it's the Lord's will, I will do this today or tomorrow. Like, if it's the Lord's will, I will come over tomorrow. Stuff like that. And as times pass, the younger generations, we don't talk like that as much anymore. We'll just say, yeah, dude, we'll see you tomorrow. They used to a lot. Used to say, if it's the Lord's will, we'll do this today or tomorrow. And if you're in the South, if it's the Lord's will and the creek don't rise, we'll do this today or tomorrow. That's just was common nature and just how it was done. And as you come to James 4:13 through 17, we read about that. And there it says, Come now, you who say, today or tomorrow we will go into such and such a town, and spend a year there, and trade and make profit, that you do not know what tomorrow will bring. Your life, what is your life? For you are a mist that appears for a little time, and then vanishes. Instead you ought to say, if the Lord wills, we will live and do this or that. As it is, you boast in your arrogance. All such boasting is evil. So whoever knows the right thing to do, and fails to do it, for him it is sin. As we talk about that there, what does he say we should do? Say, if it's the Lord's will, we will do this. And as we think about, he starts out there, my question was, what are you doing when you say, hey, I'm going to do this tomorrow, I'm going to do this or that. We'll make our own plans and just go by what we want. We're kind of leaving God out, right? We're kind of trying to take the control. And we tend to do that a lot, especially if things come easy to us. Maybe it's work, you have no problem at work, so you don't want to concern God with that. You don't need God there. But if you're struggling with something else, you want God in that area. But stuff that comes easy, God doesn't need to be there because you've got that under control. You can handle that, right? Well, that's not how it should be, God wants every part of our life. And with that, it's even our plans. I mean, for today, we'll do this tomorrow. You know what? We don't know what tomorrow's going to bring. It says in there, our life's a mist. We don't know what's going to happen. God does. He's the one in control. And when we say we're going to do this, we're going to do that, we might not see it as boasting or as being arrogant, but it really is, because we think we have the control. We think we're up there and we can control what happens, and we can't. So, how do we get away from that? How do we realize God's in control? As I thought about this, I thought the best place to go would be right back up just a few verses to James 4:7. And just how it starts. Submit yourselves to the Lord. Once we submit ourselves to Him, we're viewing Him as our master. We realize He's the one in control. And we're not going to be the ones making plans. We're going to see what He has for us. So my challenge to you guys is, remember, God's in control. He has plans for us. And we need to follow Him. We need to be seeking Him as we try to follow Him. So, this week, no aftershock, as we'll be heading to Fort Wayne for Winter Jam. Remember, bring your $10 and your permission slips and some money for food. Have a great rest of the week, and we will see you Sunday.